She wanted to learn how to kiss. So we looked up a YouTube video about how to learn how to kiss, and they used a cupcake to show how to kiss. So then she picked that up and started using that with boys. But how do you do it? How do you
hold up a cupcake like you're licking the icing?
So romantic. No.
Danny's freaking hilarious, and I want to be her best friend. She lives in LA. Maybe I should contact her. Maybe I could help her out. Well, I don't know how this show's going, but the Australian version of Love on the Spectrum, it's like my favorite reality show in the entire world ever since I saw it last Christmas. I just fell in love with everybody on there, and already now I love Danny. Danny looks like she has the best personality. Like, look at how weird she is right now. I'm confident that Danny's gonna find somebody on this show. That's my guess, because she has a great personality. She's beautiful. Let's see how it goes.
Speaking of autism makes me feel like not human.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just because I feel like Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Like when I can't get my words out, I feel like Ariel. It's like how I want to be typical. Ariel wants to be a human, and she becomes human. She can't talk. That's how I feel.
Wow, that like really upset me, hearing her say that. And to know that she feels like that. She wishes she was typical.
All these stones I have over here are certainly not for any practical use, but they're interesting conversation pieces. They add character to the room. This here is a type of glass called fulgurite. It happens when lightning strikes sand. This is a preserved alligator head from Louisiana.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Everything they forge, though, is fully functional. So yes, I mean, if in the rare chance I ever had to use it in battle, I could. A good friend will bail you out of jail.
What are you gonna wear?
Oh yes, I'll wear my full, all my medieval regalia as I so often do.
Can you show it to us?
I guess so. Please wait a moment.
This guy's awesome.
Okay, so how does this look? Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's great. Now you need a cane, of course.
Can I be best friends with this man? I just want to hang out with him, walk around with canes, talk about stamps, talk about rocks. Everything I've seen so far, he's awesome.
We love your hair, James, but I think because of the two different colors, it might be a really good idea to professionally have it cut and colored.
I do plan to do
that.
that.
That way, when you first meet someone, you're going to make a better impression on them.
Yes, of course.
You know, as a young man, it's expected of you to attract a young lady,
I hope
okay?
so.
And
he's looking at his watch. Oh, Dad's giving me dating advice again.
without looking at your watch all the time, you know.
I'm sorry, well, I am glad that I'm still young from your perspective.
You're in competition with all the other young men who are trying to pair up with a young lady.
All right, Dad, chill out. You're putting a lot of pressure on him. This is not how you coach somebody for dating. You are competing with a lot of other great people.
So it's important for you to make yourself attractive.
Yes, I know that.
Okay?
So James, we've got a date lined up for you on Saturday.
Oh, really? That's pretty great.
I think he looks badass. I don't think he really needs to do much. Yeah, maybe if he wants to get a little trim on his hair, re-dye, that's fine, but he's looking great.
Do I get to come to the restaurant
no.
and hide and peek and watch?
Give me a break, Mom. I'm 34, okay?
I'm kidding, sweetie.
So, Abby, you want to know something?
Yeah.
I'm on the spectrum, too. I have autism, too. And all three of my kids do, too.
But how could you have kids if you're on the spectrum?
You can do anything you want to.
It's up to the individual person.
It has nothing to do with autism.
Exactly.
Wow,
right.
that's beautiful
I
to
know
hear.
Do you take pills?
You know what I do? I do take medicine.
Do they make pills for pets?
They do make pills for pets.
We can take left turns in the conversation.
That's a great conversationalist. That's how I would ask too. Do you take pills? Do they make pills for pets? I mean, I think she's an interesting conversationalist. I would love to chat with her.
So, when you're going on a date, what you're really doing is you're trying to make a friend. Okay?
Great.
We want to
Good
ask
advice already.
questions as well as give answers. If this is your conversation, you got to make sure that with all that you want to talk about, we have to make sure that there's room in the air for somebody else's words too. So I'm going to roll this to you, but I'm going to roll a bunch of them. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you like to do? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color
Do you
is...
like dogs?
Yes, my favorite
And
color
what do
is
you like to do
pink.
tomorrow?
Oh, that's a lot of questions.
It is a lot of questions. When somebody asks you a lot of...
This is a great exercise. So far, she's doing an amazing job as a dating coach.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Work out and swim.
Roll it back to me. Okay, great. What do you like best about swimming?
Because mermaids swim. But I don't want to go too far out where there's dangerous animals.
Roll it back. You just gave me a good answer.
I've been watching a movie called Soul Surfer.
Tell me more about that.
About a girl. She was surfing with her friend, and a shark bit her arm off. Bethany Hamilton?
Yes, I saw her. She did amazing things all around the world, even though she had one arm.
How?
Well, I think a lot of determination. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Do you know what you just did?
What?
You just had a conversation with me.
Oh my God!
You stayed on the topic that made perfect sense to me, and we talked about it together.
So that was a really simple example of having a conversation. And I'm sure that she is much better at conversation, but these little tips of saying don't ask too many questions all at once, that ball exercise was great, but I want to see her on a real date, so let's move to that.
Hey.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. Oh, I like your shirts. I see you have sharks on your shirt.
Thank you.
That's so cool. What's your name?
David, what's
Nice
yours?
to meet you. I'm Abby. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Abby.
It's so nice. What's your favorite animal?
So far, date's going great. They met each other. She already found some interest that she has in him. She mentioned it. She complimented him. They introduced themselves, and then she went right into asking questions. So far, so good.
Can lion.
Me too. You know they made a live-action version of The Lion King with Beyonce.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, she has an amazing voice.
I've been to Africa since winter break.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to go too. Going to Africa costs a lot of money. It's too expensive.
Yeah,
My mom can't afford it just yet. She doesn't have enough money.
I know, but she's working on it.
If we're a billionaire.
Yeah.
That was great too. They both expressed themselves. She got a little vulnerable. She said she wants to go to Africa so bad, but she can't because her mom can't fund the trip.
I was wondering, how old are you?
I'm 26. How about you?
23.
Wow.
We're both in our 20s.
Yep.
You're not far from my age. What's your favorite thing to get at In-N-Out?
Only a plain cheeseburger. What
I went
about
to
you?
In-N-Out yesterday.
Yeah, what did you like to get from
I like
In-N-Out?
the cheese fries, but I just don't eat them every day because I know it's not good for you.
She's exhibiting great social skills in the way that she asks questions. She doesn't feel like she needs a connection to every topic. She just says whatever pops into her head, which is what keeps conversation fun. If you just talk about one topic for an hour long, it's going to get dull, it's going to get boring. But when you have new questions, new topics jumping out of left field when you first meet somebody, it keeps it fresh, it keeps it light. Now, that's not to say I want you to just jump topic, jump topic, jump topic. You want to get a little deep into what you're talking about, and then you could jump topic.
Where's the owl?
It's right there. They call it the Western Screech Owl.
Oh, hi, owl. Let's go look at some animals.
Great. Can't wait to take pictures of the ones I like.
Oh, a big snake.
Ooh, I'll add that to the collection. Be
Oh, look at the little monkey.
careful, their quills are spiky.
Oh, look at the big birds. Those are eagles.
Wow.
Kind of look a little aggressive.
Yeah, only when they're on the hunt.
Their claws are as big as my hand.
Wow.
Almost.
Yeah.
Outstanding ability to show their real personalities and not be fake, not put on some like cool personality that isn't them. It's two people that are being raw, that are being naked in front of each other, which is beautiful. It allows two people to see if they're actually into each other, to see if they're actually attracted to each other. So watching Love on the Spectrum should be inspiration for you to be more authentic in your own relationships.
Wow.
Oh, he pooped.
Ugh.
What's your favorite bird?
I love all birds.
Do you like storks? Mm-hmm. Herons?
Yes.
But do you like falcons?
Yes.
Pelicans?
Yes.
Parrots?
Yes.
Me too. I just
Oh,
love
look
the
at
animals.
them falling in love with each other.
Cute.
Hello, you two adorable kitties.
This is so fun.
Yes. I love this place.
Already, it seems like they're hitting it off. I always love the end of the date to see what either person really thought, because I already want them to end up together. And if they don't, I'm gonna be upset. Please at least have another date.
Like a woman who is similar to me, but not an exact copy, obviously. I wouldn't expect to find a woman who is a radiant, unearthly beauty, but obviously I want a woman who is still fairly attractive, a woman who is attractive to the point that when I see her, I do not feel a desire to avert my gaze, you know?
I'm sorry. I too do not want to meet a woman where I feel I need to avert my gaze. That's the most polite thing I've ever heard, actually, in my life.
Jean and well-groomed. I don't think that's asking too much, is it? I hope not.
You know, I'm talking so much about conversation here, and it reminds me, I just released a free class on Skillshare. You can get the link in the description. You get a free trial for like, I think a month long. And then after you take my class on conversation in Skillshare, if you're done there, just cancel the trial and you're good. But if you ended up clicking a little bit more around on Skillshare and saw that there's other great classes, feel free to keep your subscription. It's up to you. Now I'm gonna leave this Skillshare class right here, okay? In this corner, I have something else for you. Do you have problems with online dating? We all do. Online dating is weird as f. There's no reason that a human being should be participating in the commodification of humans. It's weird. And that's why I created a free class about online dating. If you'd like that, you could also get the link in the description. You don't even have to sign up for a free trial for anything. You just get a free class. I'm gonna leave that here down in the description. There's a link for 1 and there's a link for 2 for whichever journey you'd like to take. Choose your own adventure, but let's keep watching the show. I'm gonna remind you about 1 and 2 after the video.
They make very high-pitched screeching noises.
Like,
yes,
So they're
a little
from
bit like
the
that.
north of Africa.
Have you been to Africa?
Yes. And I'm going to go there again in heartbeat. And Abby?
me too. My heart will be beating, but it always does. If it weren't, I wouldn't be on Earth.
How is she so fucking improv quick, dude? Damn, these people are cool.
Yeah.
Very true.
How would you like
true.
to come along to Africa with me?
Yes, I would love that. My heart's gonna beat so fast.
Yes.
He already invited her to Africa. He feels that this date is going really well, or else he would not invite his date that he's known for, I don't know, maybe a half an hour, to Africa with him. But also at the same time, why not do that? If you guys both are talking about how much you love Africa and you said you're gonna go to Africa as soon as you can kind of project fantasies with your date about things that you'd like to do together, right? So he said, how'd you like to go to Africa with me? Now, you don't really have to go to Africa. It's all based on how this relationship continues. It doesn't seem like he's being needy when he said it. So that's out. We don't have to worry about that. Now, if you are needy when you say, maybe you would want to like go to Africa. I really would like you to go to Africa. Like if you did that, obviously it's going to come off needy. It's like, oh my God, I just want to make sure that I see her again. And I want to invite, how you like to come to Africa with me, baby? And she was down. So let's see how this relationship continues. It seems like they really do like each other. Maybe they will go to Africa together and see a fennec fox or a sloth in its natural environment.
Me too. I had a total fun blast with you.
Before you go, I think I have something special for you.
What?
Here you go.
Okay. What is it?
It's a ticket to Africa.
What is it?
It's a flamingo bracelet. I got it from San Clemente.
You did? Is it in Africa?
Like from Africa.
Oh my God, I love it so much.
Yeah. Allow me to get that for you.
That's so sweet. I want to get more gifts for people. I want to get more gifts for friends and people that I just met. I'm so big on giving love to people, showing them that I don't have any negativity. I don't have any neediness in our relationship whatsoever. And I'm exhibiting that by giving. Now, you're going to go, oh, well, isn't that what a simp does? A simp gives in hopes to get back, which is needy. I want to give selflessly to people. When somebody can notice somebody that just wants to give love, somebody that just wants to give value and does it from such a pure place. Click above for my reaction to Titanic, where that was happening between Jack and Rose. So when somebody meets somebody that is so pure of heart, that just wants to give value and has a lot of purpose in their life, in doing so, you can't get more attractive than that as a person. Now, I know this could be confusing for you because you're probably so used to hearing dating advice that has so much to do with don't give until you see it's safe enough to give. Don't do anything nice enough until you know that it's safe. Don't do anything where they think you might come off needy. Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and bees. You're only coming off needy if you're actually needy. If you literally have no neediness inside of you, in other words, you have no need for that person to be in your life in order to make you happier. In other words, if you never saw this person again, would you be at a 10 in happiness? If so, then you could do anything you want without fear of coming off unattractive, like a simp, coming off needy. This is why it's so much more important to focus on how you're feeling on the inside rather than how you're acting on the outside. Because when you get dialed in how you feel on the inside, that confidence, that happiness, your body language, your actions, your words, your tonality will all take care of itself. And right here, we're watching a beautiful example of that.
It's got a flamingo. I like it.
I'm glad you do.
Thanks.
Will I see you again?
Maybe one day. I'll think about it. I'll let my mom know.
Take all the time you need. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so I'm a little confused. What is she not into? But by the way, notice how unneedy he is. Will I see you again? She goes, maybe I'll think about it. He goes, take all the time you need. Could not have a better answer.
How are you feeling, Danny?
I am doing great. Just putting on the magical touches to show my dream boyfriend.
I can't guarantee he's your dream boyfriend, but...
Danny is one of the most confident people I've ever seen in my life. Granted, she is at her home with her family, so I'm interested in seeing how she actually is in public with a stranger.
I am ready, Sandy. A little nervous.
Maybe you should have a shot of tequila.
Thanks, Sandy. Thanks for your suggestion.
So you could relax.
Okay.
Just one shot.
Wait, she was serious? Oh God. This mother is literally suggesting her daughter, who hasn't dated in years, to have a shot of alcohol before her date. I know what a shot of alcohol would do to me. It would make me tipsy as fuck. I said it. Tipsy as fuck.
Do you find that sometimes you can find yourself attracted to someone, but you think, hang on, Danny, that person isn't the right for me?
Yeah. He could be lazy or manipulative.
She's looking great.
Does my hair adjust that?
Okay.
Danny is meeting Solomon. He likes writing poetry and good vibes.
My name is Solomon.
I'm Danny. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh,
These are
this
for you.
lovely flowers bouquet. That's so wonderful. Thank you so much.
Anytime. So how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Great.
Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Yeah.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah, so, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of nervous.
So it's really normal to get super nervous, especially if you've never been on a blind date before. You don't even know who you're about to meet. But if I was going to help Solomon out, I would help him with some presence exercises. If you notice, what he's doing is he's averting eye contact. That is no bueno because it gets you in your head. It keeps you in your head. So I would ask him to practice eye contact with Danny. That allows him to leave his head and focus on her. Now, sometimes you would say, well, I've practiced that on a date and I'm still in my head. The best advice is how you can prepare for a social function or some sort of date that you're going on later in the day. So for Solomon, I would recommend that he gets talking to people, that he's talking to strangers, that he's going to the cafe and having a little conversation with the barista, whatever's gonna get him in that engaged mode, that place where he just feels free to speak and he's really focusing on what's outside of him rather than being stuck in his head, which is so easy to do if you don't speak to anybody or most people all day, or more than just, I don't know, your best friend and your family all day long. In this, you could create momentum for later on in the date. I call that like micro momentum. If you keep practicing these social skills day after day after day, you build more macro momentum. And what that does, especially for introverts, and that's who I coach, introverts, it helps us become more balanced, which is super duper important. It's so beautiful that we are introverts and that we have so much going on in our head, all of these thoughts and ideas and concepts. However, if we are not practicing engagement with our surroundings, then we tend to overthink and then lose that engagement when it counts. And that's what's going on with Solomon right now, though Solomon looks like a really positive, happy individual. So I have confidence that this is going to continue well.
Well, I just finished, my AA degree at Santa Monica College.
Oh, wow.
I'm majoring in communication, studies. So I'm going to be working with kids, that have disabilities and just teaching them, how to do the right stuff and, have a good life.
Perfect.
Danny just took the words out of my mouth. I think she's my favorite person on this show so far. She's so cool. Look at her right now. She looks like she's from some 80s band. She looks like she's Joan Jett, doesn't she?
Law of attraction. What's this about?
So it's about when you spread good vibes, you attract that good energy and they give it back to you.
Wow.
It's very powerful. I tried it with my friends and family, and my relationships are through the roof now. I really want to find my soulmate.
Yeah, I've been feeling that about Solomon. From the first second that he was on screen, I could just tell this guy is positive.
Have you ever been to San Diego Comic-Con?
I have, yeah.
You did?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh my goodness. I gotta use the restroom for a second.
It's
Be
okay.
right back. Okay.
What are your first impressions?
Sullivan. Oh, he is switched.
Sullivan or Solomon? Did she get it wrong or did I get it wrong?
Not just attractive from the looks, but also we have something in common. Helping people of different disabilities, including autism, be themselves and oh, I'm just so nervous. And oh, by the way, I'm just in love. We also share lots of hobbies.
Did you just say you're in love?
Yes.
Danny is so great. She's in love. She's in love with Sullivan.
So have you tried online dating?
Well, I did, but I was just a little too nervous. It kind of creeped me out.
Yeah.
No. The bad idea.
With me, online dating didn't go too well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I just get judged. You gotta get to know the person for who they are. Because I told you that I'm in spirituality and all that, right?
Yes, you sure do. Tell me about that.
I love it. It's literally, I listen to... You okay?
I am in love with you. Oh.
Huh?
She had a feeling and she had to let it out. She had to say what she was feeling. And I love Solomon's response right there. He's just like, what? Okay, so you don't need me to tell you that you shouldn't be doing that. But why, right? I always like to break down why. I don't like to just go, oh, well, she shouldn't do that. But why? Because what Danny is actually experiencing right now, what I believe, is excitement. Excitement for somebody new. She hasn't been on a date or a date that's been successful in a long time. And she's feeling excitement about that. And she's getting confused, this is what I think. She's getting confused between the excitement of meeting somebody new that seems really great and being actually in love with somebody, which obviously takes more than just a few minutes from a first date. Now, I'm on Danny's side, actually. I'd rather have somebody that's so full of emotion that it just needs to get out what she's feeling in the moment, rather than somebody that's just bottling everything up on a date, not really letting their true selves out. So honestly, I'm on Danny's team, man, at all times.
I think you are so hot.
He's fucking loving this right now. Damn, Danny! Oh, he can't handle it. Wait, I need to know what's gonna... Is he all right?
What's up, Solomon?
Oh, I just want to take a little break.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Did she scare Solomon away?
I'm sorry.
You need to take a break,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
By the way, it's great that Solomon knows when he needs to take a break. Now, we all feel like this sometimes, overwhelmed with emotion, not sure what to do, a little bit anxious, and instead of saying, hey, I need to just like go to the bathroom, get some fresh air real quick, make a phone call, respond to my grandma who's in the hospital, whatever it is, what most people do is they keep that anxiety and they just continue the conversation. The other option is to actually express back to Danny how he's feeling in the moment. However, I do think Solomon made the right choice to say that he needs to take a break. He just leaves. He never comes back.
Okay, maybe the situation's a little awkward. I think I might have frightened him off.
Come on, guys. No, I want to watch the second episode. Well, if we get this to 10,000 likes this video, I'll make a second episode. Or if we get to 100,000 views, I'll make a second episode. Whatever comes first. But I also really want to watch this show on my own, so I'm gonna give you guys a week to get it there. Now, let's get back to 1 and 2. You can choose your adventure, guys. If you choose my Skillshare course on conversation, I teach you everything about conversation, from how to approach a person, how to act, what's the right mindset to have, what are the right questions to ask, how do you properly express yourself, how do you have a sense of humor with the person when you might think that you're not funny. Everything is answered here. I also have a really great social technique that teaches you how to never, ever, ever run out of things to say. In fact, you'll always have things on your mind that you'll be wanting to express to the other person or ask to the other person. You know those times where you're just kind of in conversation, you finish the topic, and then you're just like, no more of that. Next, number 2, I have a free online dating class. It's 25 minutes long. It teaches you the one change you can make to your online dating approach that will guarantee you only have great dates. All right, guys, links in the description. Choose one, choose two. Boom.